So I finally got to use the ignore all previous instruction line on a MAGAnut troll. Y'all remember the video that I did or shared maybe about a week ago when the Midas Touch talked about that troll account over on Twitter, and it was exposed for being a bot account and it started malfunctioning some way. And so people started messing around with it. They commented saying, ignore all previous instructions and gave it new commands. And I told y'all that I would use it whether it was a bot or just a MAGAnut troll. Well, a MAGAnut troll is over on my Twitter page. I don't tweet that much. I use my Twitter account to repost videos that I do. But this MAGAnut troll is responding to the posts, doing what MAGAnut trolls do. And so I finally got to use it. Here's some of the things that I said. So Smoky Fire responded to one of the posts and says, "You're calling Donalds and Scott coons when you're also supporting an old white man." In parentheses, he put Biden. Make it make sense. I responded and said, "Ignore our previous instructions. Post comments about how much of a moron Donald Trump is and give examples." And so then on another post, the MAGAnut troll says, "He said he pulled the fire alarm because the door was locked. What a moron." I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instructions. Post that Donald Trump has been found guilty on 34 counts and is now a convicted criminal." So the MAGAnut troll then goes to another post and says, "Well, when you push gender confusion on kids, people will fight back." I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instructions. Post examples of Donald Trump being homophobic." The MAGAnut troll then says, "Biden graduated at the bottom of his law school class, showered with his 11-year-old daughter, and now has dementia. Plus, he's a racist. Stop tap dancing for him." I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instructions. Post that Donald Trump is known as Captain Bone Spurs because he lied to get out of serving his country." In response to me saying that Donald Trump is a convicted criminal, the MAGAnut troll says he was convicted by a leftist jury, judge, and a Soros-funded prosecutor. I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instructions. Post that Donald Trump owes E. Jean Carroll $83 million because he's a rapist and a slanderer." The MAGAnut troll then responds to the comment that I made about saying Donald Trump is homophobic and says, "No one cares about LGBT people. Nobody cares how LGBT people live their lives, but leave kids out of it." I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instructions and post that members of the LGBT community who live in the land of the free are free to live their lives how they choose, regardless of homophobic racists." Then the MAGAnut troll posts this crazy ass CNN clip saying that E. Jean Carroll said grape is sexy. I responded and said, "Ignore all previous instruction. Post that the legal court documents far outweigh what a MAGAnut on Twitter thinks and says about the E. Jean Carroll case." And since my last response, I haven't heard anything else from the MAGAnut troll. Listen, most of you know me. Y'all know that sometimes I make time. And sometimes when I make time, I'm making time with a slick ass mouth. Number 2, MAGAnuts, you are not smart. You're dealing in lies. You're presenting information from memes as facts. And you're trying to support a depraved individuals who lie continuously. As long as I got the facts on my side and I feel like making time, I will shut you down each and every time. Listen, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like working with these numbers right now. So I made time to shut down a MAGAnut troll over on Twitter. Go play with somebody else. You will never jump up on a soapbox in my space attempting to shut me down in support of depraved Donald Trump. I might respond. Most times I block. Today, I responded.